Okay,
yeah, there's a little bit of a contradiction there.
Next topic.
Wait, since we breaking stereotypes, like not every young female is a young, dumb, stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Like all of us are not
There you
stupid
go.
bitches.
No, you
like
guys
some of
aren't
us.
stupid. It's the older you get, the wiser you get. That's all
Okay,
it is.
okay, but
Not really.
It's
It
not. You're
doesn't-
not stupid. I'm sorry if that was me that said that.
right.
I want to
but-
be very clear on that.
Okay, I didn't say it was you, but like
Well,
I was saying,
go ahead.
basically, like everybody that's young is not stupid. A lot of us are ambitious and smart. Like just because you got played a few times or you got tried, that doesn't mean I'm gonna get played. Like just because we had the same age at the same time, like that makes no sense. Like
I've noticed that older women use that as a shaming tactic to men anytime they date a woman in their 20s. And the thing is this, ladies, it's biological. Just like you want a man that's taller than you and makes money and is successful and has security, men want young, beautiful women. If you're in your 30s, sorry to the ladies here at the table, you ain't going to be able to compete with the 21-year-olds. It's a fact. Sorry. Like
Your money.
Mother Nature gives you your gifts and Father Time takes it away, baby. So it is what it is. And that's the truth.
I met women in their 20s that look like they're 40. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That does not matter. It does
okay.
not matter.
You
It's
can
how
say-
you carry
Nobody
yourself,
That's cool.
how you look,
That's
how
cool.
you project yourself, and how you make a
Okay,
man
that's
feel.
cool. That's cool. But
Can
again,
I-
what did I say
can I say
before?
something?
I said reality doesn't adhere to social constructs. On paper, we tell people it's okay, baby girl. You get older, it's okay. You're still gonna be beautiful, whatever. The men are still gonna go after the younger women. It is what it is. It's the
Okay.
truth. It's the truth of reality.
But it's what she's saying. It doesn't make younger women seem stupid.
No, but
like,
when we
it's
mentioned
like-
that earlier, because she said,
exactly.
"Hey, I make a lot of money. I want a successful man, whatever." I said, "Well, why is he going to sit there and have to tolerate your traditional femininity when he can go ahead and get a girl that's always feminine, that's younger and more coachable?"
I'm actually
Why?
talking to
What
somebody
is
who
that?
is who makes a good like 3-4 million a year. He
Okay.
owns
Do you have a ring
everything.
yet?
No, I didn't.
Then you didn't
but-
win.
No,
I don't
listen-
care.
listen,
Like, yo, if you
let
don't have
me
a ring, you don't
finish.
win.
Let me finish. Whenever
Go
he
ahead.
asked me, because he's 36, he asked me, he's like, "How old are you?" And I was like 32. He was like, "Perfect." He's like, "I don't like anybody under 28." And that's
Cap.
just his preference. No,
Cap.
look, that's just his preference. You don't
Cap.
know. You don't know.
No,
You
cap.
just don't know.
See,
All your
see,
opinion
Men will
based.
say,
See,
men
this
will
is
say what it
opinion.
takes. See,
These
you
are
guys are so
opinions.
Yeah.
like ingrained in
Yeah.
like your reality.
So y'all
Yo,
liars.
men will say what they need to say to get laid.
Yeah,
he
that's
probably
not true.
banged the 21-year-old right after fucking with you.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
truth, man.
Not everyone's a piece
Men-
of shit man. There's good men
I
out there
mean,
that
I
don't
don't
do what you
doubt
do.
it.
Hold on.
Plus, anyway,
Hold on,
there
hold
could
on.
be
He probably
30-something-year-old women that look way better than
Hold on.
the
What makes a man
Sorry.
a piece of shit for wanting to have sex with women?
Like,
No, nothing. But if
Understood
that's
that.
like all you want out of a woman, then
you're
what
just
the
looking
fuck
at
are
the
you doing?
age. Okay,
Just the
like,
age. If you're just
you're looking
trying
at
to
the
fuck her
age?
because she's young, like
No.
No.
Here's the thing.
that's just-
You seem to have a lot of issues with what we're saying. Hey, man.
yes, I
it's-
do.
Yeah, and that's fine. You could be triggered. You can be
I'm
triggered
not
about
triggered.
what we're
I'm
saying.
just answering your questions.
No, well, here's the thing. You're saying, "Oh, well, you're a piece of shit because you want to have sex with other women."
Pretty triggered.
Hey, just like you want a man that's secure financially, tall, confident, everything else like that. Men have preferences and wants too.
That's
We
okay.
want young, attractive, agreeable women that are in shape, that are going to follow our lead and not give us a headache. Period.
You can't talk for the whole male population. You're
that is
talking
one,
for yourself.
Hold on. No.
The majority of
Because I'm not gonna lie,
That has
most
nothing to do
wives
with the
I know
age.
that the
I'm
ones
gonna
with the
be-
ring on the finger are not what you just
I'm a-
described.
I'm-
They're
I'm-
a pain in the ass.
I'm gonna be real. I mean, obviously, I think that I agree with a lot of stuff that Myron and Fresh is saying, because at the end of the day, they wouldn't be this popular if the majority of the men didn't agree. I don't really know too
Yeah.
many channels that are as big as them, to be honest. I mean, I think you guys could, try to be indifferent, but I mean, I became a fan of the show because of the stuff y'all was talking, because I never really seen no one on the internet like bold enough to say these things.
Keep it
So,
real.
I mean, you guys are here because what? It's an interesting show.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Question: How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay. So you're 22 years old. The thing is this: are you in college right now?
I just graduated actually.
Where'd you go?
FSU. Go
Okay.
Bulls.
So congratulations on
Thank
your
you.
on graduating. The thing is this, man. The reason why these concepts that we say sound foreign to you is because if men speak like this, they get canceled.
Yeah.
They get considered misogynist, assholes, toxic, insecure, small dick energy, whatever it is. Very few men are going to tell the truth about what they're actually aroused by in women, because it's politically incorrect to say anything that, how do I say this, tells the uncomfortable truths about sexuality. When a woman says, "I want a man that makes this much money, is this tall," whatever, it's considered preferences. If a man says, "I don't want to date no old woman that's going to be an obnoxious, assertive, whatever it is,"
You're
it's
insecure.
considered discrimination or small dick energy. The reason why we have almost 12,000 live viewers right now at 12:30 in the morning is because men think like this. You guys think we're way more complex than we really are. Men are simple. Sex silent sandwiches, man. Real talk. That's why a lot of these women that you mentioned, they're fives. They're not even that attractive. How'd they get married? Because they're compliant.
Yeah.
That's how you get a ring, is by being compliant. Men, when it comes to marriage and a long-term commitment and a real relationship, they don't want a woman that's going to be quarrelsome. It's in every religious text. Quarrelsome women cause issues. We want peaceful women
Proverbs.
that are going to be with
Yep.
our program and not give us a headache.
My favorite
You're
book in
entitled
the
to your
Bible.
opinion, but you're not entitled to a ring either. So you can have your opinion by yourself.
I
So-
agree to everything you're saying. But
Yeah, go ahead.
I do agree with everything you're saying, but I have never disagreed on that. I've always said woman, be submissive to your man, all this, but that has nothing to do with just have something going on for yourself.
No,
for
you
your
can.
life. That has nothing to do
I'm
with
just
how I
simply
treat my
saying-
man and how I
okay.
make my man feel and how
I'm just saying,
you know?
your career doesn't make you sexier.
I
Yeah.
don't
That's
know
what I'm
who
telling
said
you.
that. I don't know
Women
who
don't
said
have
that.
a career
No.
to be
Who said
sexier.
that?
That's what I
don't know
wanted
who
to
even
say.
said
No,
that.
hold on,
I
hold
don't
on.
think
Think that
that's
has
even-
nothing-
When I
It's
said
to be
earlier,
independent.
when I mentioned a high value woman does not exist by her own, all of you started throwing your careers and your financial accolades at me
Yeah, you did.
as
Not-
if it was
not a lot
something
of
that was
us.
attractive. Well, I make this much money, blah, blah, blah. You led with your career, which, hey, if you're a guy, that might work. But as a man, we don't care how much money
I
y'all
didn't even
make.
wanna say
We
how
don't
much
do
I
it for
make.
the
That's the
men.
truth.
We have our career for ourselves. We're not trying to impress you by being millionaires. We're
So
doing
why'd
it
you
for
guys bring that up
ourselves.
immediately
Yeah.
after when I
Like,
said a
because
high value woman
Because
doesn't
maybe
exist by
that's what
herself?
we consider a
Yeah,
high value
I
woman.
consider myself a
consider
high-value woman.
somebody
All right.
So,
who
so,
has morals.
so tell me,
who
hold on,
is
ladies,
educated, who
ladies,
has a
ladies.
career.
If you're viable to the consumer, right? So we are the consumer. We're men. So if you're viable, that means you have certain traits that we value, and that's what makes you high value to us, not to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Me
I mean, I have a
personally,
great
Ooh,
ass.
But let me
I
ask
think
you,
that's
that's
a
for the
high
ladies.
That's pretty good, Chris.
My
I got a
value-
question. I got a question for the ladies. Like, what do y'all think considers makes y'all high value?
Ooh.
Like, for like just as a from y'all
Individually-
perception. Like, yeah.
Individually or as a group of women?
No, no, let's
No,
go,
no,
let's
no,
go on
just
the
like,
table.
just yeah, like 'cause
Individual.
I,
Saying
I,
about
want to
yourself,
know, like,
like-
for real, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Okay.
what do you
So-
consider high value as yourself as a woman?
Standards,
Okay.
having standards. Like I'll set my
I
standards,
respect
and
that.
if you don't meet them, then you can't have me.
Yeah, but you have to meet.
Well, I thought you meant like your own
Yeah.
standards, like
Yeah.
how you carry yourself,
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly.
or like
what I
how
mean.
you carry yourself, like your own morals.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What makes you high value? Or do you even believe that concept?
I play the fifth.
Okay. What makes you high value?
I think I just have to feel comfortable with who I am, and I have to be, in God's eyes, like just a good person. That's what makes me high value.
Okay.
As long as I'm not hurting nobody, as long as I'm loving myself, as long as I'm taking care of myself and my family, that's all that matters. I could give a shit less what anybody else says.
Hold on. I want to add to that question. Let's go back here real quick. What do you bring to the table for a guy that you want?
I know how to take care of a man. Like, for example, I'm in a relationship right now, and I know that this man has like
I'm in a relationship guy.
blown up because of me, because I'm taking care of all his basic needs so that he can do whatever he is best at. Like, I am doing whatever I am best at so that he can do whatever he is best at. And then we both grew up together, you know? Like, he's not going to cook for himself or clean for himself, but if I'm doing that and I'm like taking care of him in other ways, he can do whatever he's best at, and that takes us together to another level. That's
Okay,
what
so you
I
help with the
believe.
small things.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
What I bring to the table, I bring the basic shit like cook, clean, suck, fuck, all that extra stuff. But what I really bring to the table, besides what all the other bitches could do, like I could actually listen to you, see what you're talking about, respond. I can actually give you a thought out opinion without like my feelings all in it. Like even if I disagree, I could tell you why I disagree, and I see why you agree with what you agree with. Like I'm not just linear. Like
Okay. What do you bring to the table?
I like to understand a lot. So I'll definitely try to hear you out and get to know you and get why you're the way you are. I love to share moments big and small. I do love to cook for myself and for my people. I love to take care of people. It's a lot. It's a lot that I can do for anybody. It's just how I love myself, I'm gonna love you. If I love myself a lot, I'm gonna love you way more. That's all it is.
Okay. And what makes you high value, and then what do you bring to the table?
I would say I bring to the table a lot of knowledge. I'm loyal. I cook really well. I'm a great chef. I'm very adventurous, spontaneous. I am very open to a lot of different opportunities and things. Great listener. And even if I didn't bring anything to the table, I'm still high value. I can bring dirt to the table, and there's still a line of men waiting outside the door just to talk to me, and I can offer jack shit.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down. Break that down later after this.
Well, when we get to a certain point, like I'm a freak. Like I'll wake you up sucking your dick and cook and have breakfast ready. But also too, like, cause I'm about my money. I want to know what are we gonna do, and like let me flip it. Like I said, I've always been an investment. Invest your time, love me, be correct, come correct. I'm not even telling you be faithful, cause like I said, what you do with someone else is your business. You know, me, I act different because I am a woman. I'm not for everybody. I am exclusive, and I have no problem with that. But you know, I know I'm a high value because of the energy I bring. Like there's not very people that as genuine and loyal as me. And the things that I've overcame, like my strength, I can overcome many obstacles. I'm wise beyond my years.
Okay.
Question: would you say you're okay with being cheated on?
If it's like an agreement, it's not cheated. It's a respect level. Like if I'm at this level, like
As a woman, you always it just depends. Like you have like I've been different in all my relationships. You just have to bring to the table whatever your man needs at the time.
Okay.
Like it can change from time to time, but you need to bring to the table whatever the fuck he needs at the time he needs it.
And would you consider yourself high value?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I've tried my best at least to be that. You know, sometimes they might need a listener, sometimes they might need a friend. Like you're supposed to give that, you know. To
Okay.
them.
All right. Next.
I just like to be honest, loyal, and just, you know, stick with my man, the man I decide to be with, not on a date. Talking about my man, I will ride with you till the end, no matter what, because I've been through it, been there, done that, so I know. And I'm always gonna be there by your side to side. And the people that know me here, that are seeing me, they know. The people trust me. Like you just need a ride or die person to have a real relationship with. Somebody that you know that's gonna ride with you through good, thick, everything. Because
I'm about to piss off all the girls at the table after this, man. I'm about to piss them all off, but I'm gonna say
and
it.
give them a good sex and give them
Don't
what
do
they
it.
need
Okay.
and make them have fun, and everything gets boring and
All
spice
right.
it up all the time.
Okay. Cool. Maya.
I would say high value would be someone who's very honest and loyal and can be themselves. Also, what you have to offer and bring to the table. Like I consider, bringing to the table someone that's going to take care of their man, cook, clean, benefit them, help them grow, make them happy. Like if you don't offer those things, then there's many other options out there that can. It's just you just have to offer like the best for your man, or you're just like every other bitch then.
That's the basic.
Be
Clean.
different.
That's just
The bare minimum.
the bare minimum.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's like
basic. That's not.
there's nothing wrong with being like a great girl for your dude and like cooking and cleaning for them and wanting to grow with them. That's not basic. That's just being a traditional woman, and that's what you were taught to do, and that's the reality of it.
Cool.
I feel it brings substance and loyalty and basic needs, like you said, cooking, cleaning, to help them grow.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Awesome. Ready to
Papier,
rumble.
or Papier, Ron, you guys got anything before I go into this?
I actually do before you
Yeah,
say
go ahead.
something. So like I'm not trying to like piss you off, but you said something like, oh like I'm different or whatever. Like at the end of the day, I know that we all think that we're different, and we're all different in our own way, we really are. But I feel like women need to stop being like, oh, you'll never find anybody like me, because like us, there's a million out there. Like it depends on like the connection that you have with the guy, and the guy like chooses us and we choose them. But just like me, just like you, just like you, there's millions of girls that are just like us that guys can choose from. So I don't really agree with that term of like I'm different or I'm this or I'm that.
It's the chemistry and whatever
It's a
connection
chemistry.
you have
Yeah,
with a
like,
person.
you have a chemistry with
a
someone.
guy cannot take you seriously, and the next one will take you seriously.
Go, Papier. Go
I
ahead.
feel like a woman's value just goes in her like just her chastity, her morals, her pureness.
Yes.
It's like it's like if you go to other countries, like I was in Istanbul, Turkey. I travel a lot, I travel the world a lot. And it's crazy because in those cultures, it's like they take purity in women very seriously. This girl, she was telling me about like if I don't know how long ago it was, but she was saying when she was growing up, if you was in a wedlock, like you had a kid without being married, like your family disowns you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Muslim
saying?
countries, man, they don't fuck around.
They don't play.
So I think a woman's value is just her purity, bro. like how pure are you? What's your moral standard? You know, how you carry yourself. That's really valuable.
AK, that Louis Vuitton bag can't be bought for less than $10,000.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, with women and money and careers and stuff, it's like, for instance, like, you know, a stripper can make 200, 300, 400,000 a year. You know, she makes a lot of money, but that doesn't mean she's valuable. Look at her moral ethics. Look at her moral code. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? Who is a man, like a man with substance of value, who's going to take more serious, a stripper or just a girl like that's just regular but has a very high level of a moral code and ethics and purity?
I think purity has more to do with children than it does with women.
With children.
Yeah,
but that's intrinsically tied to your duty as a woman is to create children.
But wait, what do you mean?
No, I'm
like
saying like
children?
Purity to describe a woman, I think, is different. Like, what do you define as pure? Because I think children represent purity, and women aren't children. We're grown women. You know, what about us has to be pure?
I mean, I think it's crazy to think that you only people that can be pure are children. Like, you could be a pure human. You know, not everybody.
But
is,
what does that mean? Like, what does that mean to you, pure?
I mean,
I'm just not understanding.
Like I said, someone who has a high level of moral code.
That she's not been around and she hasn't been with just everybody, and she.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't fuck with too many dudes that
no.
have. No, I'm not finished. I wouldn't fuck with too many dudes that their moral code is way off the scale. If you'd have been in all types of threesomes and crazy shit, that's not my lifestyle, and you can stay over there.
Yeah.
I was giving an example. You know what I'm saying?
I got what you said. I got
But we got you, but we have.
She's saying it's the same thing for her.
Yeah,
Excuse
I'm saying
me?
it's the same thing you saying. I'm the same way on this
Yeah.
side of the table. Like,
So you don't think it's possible for a woman to be pure? Is that what you're saying?
no, I didn't say that. What I'm answering is you saying you don't like bitches who's not moral like that. I don't like niggas who not
Is
that
that what
moral
I,
like that either.
that's not what I said.
Females, you get what I'm saying?
What
obviously.
I said is I gave an example. I gave an example
Okay, but
of two different
basically-
genres of women.
Okay, I heard
And
you.
I said, what do you think a man of substance is going to choose? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
what
you
are
answered it
gonna
already.
choose?
We heard you.
You said you wanted a woman with purity and that had morals and stuff
He's
like
going
that.
to
what I
choose a
said
better
is
time.
what I said is what I believe a high value woman is.
Mm.
Someone who has a high level of
He
moral
did not
code.
express himself
I never said that I
the
need.
right way,
I never
but
said that I need
Somebody
a.
that's not for the
I
streets.
never said I need a perfect woman. I'm not perfect.
We didn't say that either.
So then what are you saying?
I'm saying that I don't like men that have a different moral code. I'm saying if you slut it out as a dude, I think that's like some carrier behavior. No, I don't fuck with that.
It's a what behavior?
Carrier behavior.
What's carrier?
STD
carrier behavior.
like spiritual diseases, sexual diseases.
Who said I was slutted out?
I didn't say you were. I
Oh,
said
okay.
Ben.
I thought it was directed
I'm not
towards
attacking
me.
you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was directed
Well,
towards me.
She's
I
saying
mean,
it's the same for her.
I'll be an asshole here. A man that can have threesomes with a lot of women brings value to some degree, whereas a woman that has sex with a lot of dudes loses her value to
Yes,
some
it
degree.
is true.
That's
That
so
is
it's
true. That is very
a
true.
promiscuous man is not the same as a
That is
promiscuous
very
woman whatsoever. So
Right.
okay, so I'll say this real quick. So that's sexist?
Yeah.
Reality.
about-
Hold
wait,
on,
we
hold
gotta
on.
value ourselves
Wait,
more.
wait.
We do.
Hold on,
I
whoa,
believe
whoa,
in
whoa,
that,
whoa,
and
whoa.
I
What about a
yes.
woman that brings a lot of threesomes to a man? Can we talk about that?
But that's your relationship.
You're
with your
welcome.
man. That's,
Okay.
That's a different
That
thing.
was not the context
That's
of the
a different
conversation.
thing.
No, it is.
But so you mentioned earlier that that's sexist. Here's a news flash. Reality is sexist.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whether
that's
you want to accept it or not,
No,
it's
I accept
unfortunate.
it. I
But
accept
I don't.
it.
We on this podcast we don't deal with should, coulds, or what it should be. It's what is. The reality is, you can get into a club for free. You will get invited to social situations
And
that
why
none
is
of us
that
at the table.
for men?
Yeah, but
Girls are there for men.
but that's-
because men go to
let
clubs
me-
to go fuck girls.
let me finish though. What I'm trying to say is that women have no issues when sexism when it benefits them, but they do have an issue with it when it doesn't benefit them. I accept the reality that reality is sexist. But as soon as I said a man that's promiscuous is not the same as a promiscuous woman, that's sexist. Yeah, it is sexist because a man has to create value versus a woman has to preserve hers. It's just that women don't like it when the sexism negatively impacts them, but they're all for it when it positively helps them.
Can I ask
So-
what
Vice
sexism
versa,
favors?
the
Like,
way-
how does sexism favor me in any sense?
No, there's benefits to being a woman and there's
Pretty
benefits to being a man. But there are a lot of benefits, I would argue, in today's modern day society that benefit women that are inherently sexist that you're complaining about. But when I said something very small, hey, a promiscuous man is not the same as a promiscuous woman, you were to say that's sexist. None of
And
us
you
compl-
agreed. You said yes. It
Yes,
is.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
my
yeah,
point.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
But you're saying it in a sense where you're saying it in a sense like, oh, that's bad. No, reality is sexist. It is what it is.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
Like that's not good.
A guy
But-
bangs all these girls, and he's
Reality-
He's a
rock
badass. He's a this.
star.
A woman that she's a fucking bitch. She's a
Look,
fucking.
I wasn't talking about
Yeah,
sex. I
that's
was
no,
talking
but
about
it's
just being
just,
immoral. Like, I'm
like-
not talking about just.
But I get that, ladies.
Plus,
But
I don't even.
reality,
I don't even
hold on.
wanna look
Reality
see
is
myself.
amoral. Reality is amoral. Okay, it's not fair that if a lion comes into a new pride, he kills all the cubs and he fucks up the entire pride. It's not fair. But that is life. Reality is
Good
sexist.
nights, man.
You're gonna get certain doors open because you're a woman that I will never be able to, and possibly vice versa on my side. But I would argue women have more privileges and rights than men do nowadays. That's another story.
I'm sorry.
Name one
that's-
right or privilege that a man has that you don't.
You can go jog at night without worrying for your life.
Okay,
You can go on a
that's-
date
yeah.
without worrying about getting killed. Right?
Okay, men are
Keep
far more
going,
likely to
keep
be
going.
victims.
Men
Hold on,
are gonna get raped.
no.
No.
I'm about to put her
That's a
down right
fact.
now.
Yeah.
Put me
Okay,
down.
okay. Men are far more likely to be victims of violent crime than women are. Far more likely.
Violent,
What?
you know, 90% of all violent crime is committed by men. So
On other
who's
men.
the problem?
On other
To-
men.
to
On
other
other
men.
men.
No,
To
one
other
in
men.
three-
Other men.
85% of domestic violence victims are women.
1 in 3
So
women.
who's committing that domestic violence? Men.
One in 3
actually,
women are
uh,
raped or molested.
Hold on.
That's not
Mhm.
true.
That is true.
How many people have been raped or molested
That's
here?
Someone at
That's
this table has been
enough.
sexually
Oh,
assaulted. and that's
ladies,
fine.
hold on.
One report at a time,
Hold on,
please.
hold on.
Thank you. One at a time.
Number one, men are far more likely to be victims of violent crimes, and men are overwhelming the victims of violent crime. That's a fact. You can say, oh, the domestic violence is perpetrated by men, but the reality is women perpetrate a lot of domestic violence as well. It's just that when the police show up, they arrest the man 90% of the time, even if the woman perpetrated the crime first, because when they show up, whoever has more injuries gets taken in, or they take both in. But a lot of the times, women start domestic violence situations and they just get away with it.
I'm not sure where you're getting these facts from.
We
but
have a
this
whole
is
link tree
not-
We got a
on
whole
this.
lecture on
Yeah,
it.
We have a whole,
lecture.
we have a
I
whole
love-
lecture on this.
I
It is
love to
wrong
see
for
it.
a
We-
woman to hit a
we
man.
have
Yeah,
facts.
it is wrong to. I believe it is
It's wrong, but
It
it
is totally
happens.
wrong.
Both
It's
ways.
totally
It happens all the
wrong.
time.
And there's
Now, 1 in 3 women. No, that is incorrect. Actually, more like 1 in 1,900 women gets raped. It's not as prevalent as women think. Rape culture.
Okay, ladies.
Is a myth.
Who here has been sexually assaulted?
There we go.
Okay,
Well,
but
I-
wait.
That
I
doesn't-
haven't gotten.
I feel
raped
like
or
a lot of
nothing.
you are
No,
not
that's
being
hold on.
honest.
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
that's
whoa,
a- it's a
whoa.
broad
You guys cannot
category.
say. You guys don't say the R word. We're gonna say graped.
Okay.
Remember, graped and SA, because we're on YouTube, are two different things. SA is a very ambiguous term. It can be me touching your leg. It can be me
That's
touching your ass.
molestation.
It could be
Mhm.
that's a child. But the point is
No.
that SA is very ambiguous. Grape is penetration. Okay. So if we're gonna stick on one term, we got to stick on one term. What I'm saying is that grape, 1 in 2,000. Okay.
But
It's
let-
not as prevalent as you guys think. The thing is that we live in a rape culture, right? Myth, rape culture.
And it's
It-
starting now more. Now there's more rapes than ever in the world.
Mhm.
Now
Right,
there's
but
everybody's
you guys,
molested.
I feel like
No.
It's
I
not
feel
as
like-
prevalent as you guys think.
No,
it
no,
is.
no. I'm
It really
saying, I'm
isn't.
saying,
Women are
listen,
becoming more
you
comfortable.
girls are all
coming
gonna
out.
hate me for saying this, but I'm just speaking the truth of what I see, and I'm just
The truth of
just-
what you see.
What you
what I'm
see?
seeing and what
That
I'm,
doesn't make sense.
okay.
Okay.
I'm saying that you girls are gonna hate me. I'm saying something good about men here defending, and I'm not gonna say it now because you guys.
Oh, you don't have to.
All right,
We have
no,
the
you don't
stats.
have to.
You
You
don't
No,
have
the
to.
point is this. The point is this. Y'all
Yeah.
can sit here and say, "Oh, women get raped and everything." The stats is this, and this comes from the FBI direct. Okay, on the crime statistics, 1 in about 1,900 women actually gets raped. Period.
The rest is false.
Now you guys could sit here and say, "Oh, I know a girl that got raped and all this other stuff." There's a lot of false accusations, baby.
You're more likely to
be
get struck by
clear-
lightning than to be falsely accused of grape.
That's not
and
true.
that's
To
a
be
fact. Look
clear,
it
I
up.
said-
Go
I
look it
said
up.
I
grape
want to
and-
That
say
is
something.
not true.
The link as
I
well.
want to say
All
something.
right.
I want to say
It's
something.
just that does
and
not hit the
it's very
news.
neutral, and it's something that is not. I'm not being a feminist. It's actually gonna be more towards the guys. Nowadays, women have really devalued our value because they've become so easy. It's just so like before it was more like a woman is like more precious, more this. No, it is. I just feel like woman like it's just like a whole general thing now. Everybody's just so easy to get. It's just like, oh, pussy, pussy, pussy. Like oh, I don't know if I'm kind of.
And
I'm
so yeah,
sorry.
it's
we
not
should
it's
just
not as
value
prevalent.
ourselves a little more.
If we're gonna talk about grape, I'm telling you the stats right now, and I'll show it to you after the show. It's about 1 in 1,900 women, and now the 1 in 5 in college girls on campus. That's also a fallacy.
That number's still too big to me.
That-
Women shouldn't be
I'm
getting
telling you
raped.
I'm telling you that stat comes from
well,
an incorrect statistic.
Listen,
It is not true that let's use common sense here. Hold on. If 20% of women were actually getting raped in college, who in their right mind would send their daughter to college?
I wouldn't.
Let's use some common sense here.
I wouldn't.
Would you?
It's not as prevalent as you guys say.
You can't prevent grape by not sending your kid to college. She can get graped in her own house. She can get graped going out of the grocery store. Are you kidding me? Grape is everywhere. Like,
I hate that word.
you, I'm sorry, but you can't.
That's feminist propaganda to
That's
make you
not
feel scared.
propaganda.
Because it is propaganda. Grape is not as prevalent as you think. I just told you. You said I can jog at night and not feel as safe, and I literally told you you're far more likely to be a victim of a violent crime as a man, not as a woman. Women do not get assaulted as much as men do.
Wait, question.
Far less.
Question.
You guys watch too many crime thrillers. If we're gonna be honest.
Yo, question.
Like,
who in here parties at night? Everybody, right? Are you getting graped? I don't think so. The point is that like
I've been followed. I've been followed.
No.
Followed is not great.
It's not great.
Followed is not great.
I'm just saying.
It's not. But women do go through like.
No.
You just have to be more careful.
No. That could be an
You have to be
argument.
a lot more
Let's be real
careful.
here. You're still going out at night. You're still getting lit. The point is that like he's saying the stats show for FBI, you guys are not getting that much grape. That's all I'm saying.
One in 1900. It's not as prevalent as you guys say. That's what
You're
I'm trying to say.
talking about grape, but sexual assault is 1 in 3 women.
That's an
and
ambiguous
been
term,
proven.
though. Someone
Let
could
me-
touch
let me
you.
finish
That could be
talking.
anything. You can say that's
Can I-
SA.
Can I finish talking? All right. So 1 in 3 women are sexually assaulted. Sure, that's a vague term, blah, blah, blah. That's a thing. You can look it up. It's a fact. Okay. You were talking about being privileged as a woman, that women have privileges. And we're talking about what it is to be a man. Men also have privileges. And that's why sexual assault was brought up. We're not here to talk about grape. We're talking about the difference and what we can and can't do. So men have privileges just as well as women get a free fucking drink or get free in the club, while a man can walk down the street and be safe and not have to worry about jack shit. That's all we were
That's not
saying.
true,
And then
though.
just straight from
It's
the
not
point.
true.
Steph.
And no, and
Look,
men
I don't
do
know
get
where this is,
assaulted.
Steph.
Nah,
Men
because
are
there's
scared.
There's some stats that you're not talking about because there's a lot of men who don't speak up, who go through shit
For
just
sure,
like women.
100%. Yes.
Okay, so if those stats are not there, then how are you?
But hold up. There are men that get assaulted and raped as well, but you can't deny
And who
that
Nobody's
grapes
denying
is
it.
more
Yeah, as a matter of
common
fact, men
for
are
a
more
woman.
likely to get raped because of prison.
And
If
they're
we
not
use
gonna
prison,
say anything.
men get raped
Oh,
actually
no,
more
but
than
that's-
women do.
that's
So,
not-
like, we could have this.
In
Who suffers
prison,
I know,
more?
but okay.
We can have this
Just
argument
like things
about
happen to
who
boys too.
suffers.
Like you put a little bit more attention on your daughter. Like if you were to have a daughter, you'd be extra like overprotective because you know the dangers that she faces as a woman.
Yeah. I mean, we can have this argument about who suffers more or whatever the fact is, but remember, notice how you said, I feel safe, right? I don't feel safe when I walk at night. How you feel in reality are two different things.
Yep.
The reality is you're not as in danger as you may think. You might feel that way, but reality is something else.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, ladies, is we got to understand one thing. A lot of women tend to think, well, this is my truth. No, it is not your truth. It's just your perception. The truth is objective. Your observation of the truth and your appreciation of it is relative. But that does not mean that your truth is the truth. That's just your experience. That does not mean that it's an objective fact. So you might say, girls get essayed or whatever it is. You might say that, or you might feel like that, or you might know girls that have been essayed. But I'll tell you guys this. I know women that will sit there and say, oh, well, that guy essayed me, right? Just because she felt regret the next day, or because she wants to shame him or whatever it is. Because here's the reality. Women can come out and say, this guy did this to me, and the whole world is going to believe them. And that man is guilty until proven innocent. And it is a tool that a lot of women use to destroy men. That's the truth.
And then there's men who are like, what was she wearing? Where was she going? Like,
is due process a problem? Hold on.
It's a double standard.
It's a mutual thing.
Exactly. The men don't believe the women, and then it's vice versa.
Well, hold on. Was this country not founded upon something called due process? Guilty until proven, innocent until proven guilty, and not guilty until proven innocent?
It was.
Okay, so if you're going to make an accusation that can destroy a man's life, you better bring some goddamn facts.
There's less than 2% false accusations. So you're talking a very, very small percentage right here.
Less than 2%?
No.
Yeah.
No, false accusations
you are more
are a
likely
thing.
to get struck by lightning than you are to get falsely accused of rape.
That
You
is
can I
incorrect.
literally, it's a fact. You can look it up.
That is incorrect.
I don't know where you're pulling
We'll
this
look it
stats
up
from.
after the podcast.
Yeah,
y'all.
I would like to see. I
Yeah,
would like to
I'd
see
love
where
to.
that came from.
I'll
Hold on, real quick.
Because
Super chats, real
false
quick.
accusations are a real thing.
Super chats, real quick. These are actually very good